She-Rag got me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, it's Corral.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, Now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Corral.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Wolf. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The Patriots at 2-8 now in the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. A give to Williams, running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd.
And Corral will throw it. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Corral.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Corral, another throw coming.
Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Jones. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 31,
Herbert. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Corral looking to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. 3rd and long. Here's Corral.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation. 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to. But he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it. But he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the gun, Corral. And And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Drake London, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're gonna have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. It's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Corral looking to pass. 2nd down. Second quarter action. 1:56 remaining. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On second down, Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Corral on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A final shot before the half for Corral. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Williams.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Doesn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as a defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Touchdown!
Van Jefferson.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Switching it up, Corral will throw here.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Fakes a handoff here. Corral.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They begin the drive with Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Williams. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will have a Patriots first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Drake Jackson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Let's go.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Corral.
He's going to air one out. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. but it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Herbert going to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On first down, Corral.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football, and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Now Herbert with his first throw at OT.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission.